students, this is ninth part of this chapter, Transport in Plants. In my previous lecture, I explained you the path of water absorption. In this lecture, I will explain you the mechanism of water absorption. With the help of which mechanism, with the help of which cells this complete process is taking place. So let's begin with the journey. Transport in plants, mechanism of water absorption. Water absorption, two distinct mechanisms are there. One is the active absorption and one is the passive absorption. I have told you in my previous lectures also what is active absorption, what is passive absorption. Renner coined these terms. The scientist name is Renner. So here is an image to show you the difference between passive and active absorptions, the transport concept. You know, in passive absorption, no energy is needed. So the child is sitting on the swing, nobody is there to push him. So he is not, he is stationary, his swing is not moving. He is stationary, okay, so no energy. This is known as passive state. Here, in this, energy is applied and this person is applying energy. So, in plants also, energy in the form of ATP is being applied. So, this is known as the active state. This complete mechanism, I will be explaining you with the help of this complete video. In order for a tree to carry out photosynthesis and maintain its overall health, water and nutrients need to move against the gravity. How does a plant manage to do all these things without a heart? How it pumps fluids and how transpiration is being performed. So, in addition, water potential drives the movement of water from one area of the plant to another using osmosis, gravity and surface tension of water. Transpiration begins in the leaves. The arrangement of cells and structures in the leaf facilitate the movement of gases and water in and out of the leaf. A leaf contains several layers of specialized cells. The upper epidermis is one cell layer and provides a protective covering. Below that upper epidermis comes the mesophyll tissues. Cells in the palisade mesophyll layer are sites for photosynthesis and secretion as well as storage of food and water. The spongy mesophyll layer contains a looser arrangement of cells where spaces between cells aid in gas exchange and the passage of water vapor from the leaves. Throughout is stomata is there, in which microscopic openings are guarded by the flanked by the guard cells, and this process is known as transpiration. This also we will understand. The spongy mesophyll layer contains arrangement of vascular tissues consisting of xylem and phloem, xylem vessels and phloem vessels. So the vascular tissues extend from the leaves, okay, through, yes, like this, through stem and roots. Water is transported in xylem from the roots where the water potential is higher up to the leaves where the water potential is lower. The arrangement of the tissues, the functions of the cells and water potential determine the direction in which water will move through a plant. Water passes out of the leaf, okay. The water vapor lost from the leaf is replaced with water that enters through the roots and is brought up through the stem in xylem. Xylem is composed of vessels which are continuous tubes formed from dead hollow cylindrical cells, and tracheids are there which are dead cells, okay. That arrangement of and the polar nature of water molecules, both these things allow the water to pass in an unbroken stream through the xylem from the roots up to the shoot and into the leaves. Adhesion is there. Water molecules are getting attached to a surface and cohesion is hydrogen bonding between water molecules. Together, adhesion and cohesion allow water to move through the xylem in a continuous stream from the roots to the stem to replace water lost from the leaves through the stomata. Water enters the plant through the epidermal cells of roots and travel into the xylem. Water potential in the cells of the roots is increasing when symporter pumps in the plasma membrane allow protons to pass into the cell. This pump couple the transport of protons with the transport of minerals and other solutes into the cell. Water flows into the cell driven by the osmosis. The presence of aquaporin channels, you can see here, in the membrane enhances osmosis, allowing the bulk flow of water from the soil into the roots. The other main vascular membrane is phloem. The vascular tissue is phloem. Phloem transports carbohydrates and amino acids that are produced in the roots and stem where they are used and stored. Conduction in phloem is carried out by two kinds. Elongated cells are there, sieve cells are there, sieve tube members are there. Most angiosperm contains sieve tube members. Both types of cells have clusters or pores known as sieve areas that are abundant on the overlapping ends of cells. The structure aids in the movement of carbohydrates like sucrose that are manufactured in the leaves, and this process is known as translocation. Turgor pressure increases in the sieve tube. Members like sucrose etc. from surrounding cell is brought into the phloem through active transport, and water then enters from phloem from xylem by osmosis, which drive the transport of carbohydrates in the phloem. Water movement in vessel is one way in xylem vessel, while in sieve tube members it can go in both ways. Water potential is an important landmark for all these activities. Okay, so this is how nutrients and waters are pumped throughout the plant, how transpiration, translocation, water potential, all these activities are used in this way to allow the transport of nutrients and minerals into the plant. So students, this is all about the mechanism of water transport. It's quite confusing and it will take a little time for you to understand, but it's okay. Just revise this portion again and again and then you will get to know it completely. In this we have learnt about that how various layers of leaves are helping in the process of transportation, and how xylem vessels, how phloem vessels, how cohesion, how adhesion, all these factors, all these types of cells are helping in the process of absorption. I hope you have understood it completely. Now moving on to the next part of this chapter in our next video.